Hi, I'm Chris from Tabletop Strategy, and today we're going to find out how to search for extraterrestrial intelligence in SETI. In SETI by CGU Games, you're running your own scientific agency, racing to discover intelligent alien life. Your goal? Collect the most points by exploring the solar system, developing technology, and of course, making contact. Each turn, you take one main action, like launching probes from Earth, hoping to orbit or land on planets and moons, scanning the skies with telescopes to gather data, or use your supercomputer to analyze the data you've collected. As the game goes on, you can use your publicity to gain new technology. You can also take free actions, like trading cards for resources, spending energy to move probes, or filling your computer with pieces of data. Occasionally, the modular board rotates, meaning that probe positions shift around the solar system, helping or hindering you along your way. As you explore and scan the skies, you'll gather data, find traces of life, and eventually discover new alien species, each with unique abilities that change how you play. The game ends after 5 rounds. The player with the most points, earned from discoveries, technology, and personal or public missions, wins. So let's turn our telescopes to the skies and go through some strategies to get you started on your journey of discovery. SETI comes with this very handy play raid, which contains details of all the main and free actions that you can take on your turn. Each round starts with an income phase, in which you'll pick up energy, credits, and cards. How you efficiently use these resources through the game's 5 rounds will be crucial. Which leads us to Strategy 1, Income Generation. The objective of this strategy is to achieve glory through economic efficiency, building a strong income generation engine in the early rounds, and investing in technology which make actions cheaper. SETI is a game in which you are trying to do as much as you can with the time you have, so having a strong 4th and 5th round could be the key to success. This icon allows you to tuck a card from your hand under your player card, showing the icon in the bottom right corner, either credits, energy, or a card, and taking one of those resources immediately, but you will now also gain that increased income at the start of each subsequent round. This icon can be found on the orbital spaces around the planets Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, and if you have the technology which allows it, if you land on the moons of Mars, there are 2 of these icons there. Speaking of technology, focus initially on obtaining probe technology. In particular, the tech which enables cheaper movement through asteroids, which also earns extra publicity, and the cheaper landing technology. Key actions with this strategy will focus on launching and moving probes. Try to pick up as much publicity as you can on the way to advance your technology board. Later on, perhaps once you've improved your scanning technology, taking this action also will allow you to pick up data tokens, drop them into your supercomputer, and pick up more benefits, including more publicity and increased income. Overall, the aim of the game here is to set yourself up for big turns later in the game. This strategy aims to make the most of the vast array of points and other goodies on offer from planets, moons, asteroids, and comets, and from discovering traces of life and new alien species. This strategy will focus more on landing on planets and moons for both their points and the yellow trace tokens. But if you want to pick up a balanced variety of different traces, you will also need to scan the skies and pick up pink traces and useful data tokens to fill your supercomputer for blue traces. While we will cover different alien species another time, playing a part in their discovery can lead to potentially game-winning benefits later on. As this strategy depends on the relative position of probes to your desired destinations, timing and awareness of the rotation of the solar system will be crucial and make this a slightly more complex strategy to master. Picking up and playing movement cards and generating and using energy will also be key to being first to landing on the planets and moons. If you can get to the moons of Uranus and Neptune, there's a combined 51 points on offer. Scanning for signals allows you to collect these blue data tokens from the edges of the solar system and replace them with your own tokens. Collecting the traces of life from these far-reaching areas is a mini area control game in which only the player with the majority of their tokens in a completed sector will collect the trace. Therefore, you need to be deliberate in your strategy for collecting signals, as a broad strategy here may not see you win any of the sectors at all. At the start of the game, your scan action is fairly basic. Scan the sector with Earth in it, and one sector dictated by the icon in the top right of one of the available cards. Points are on offer for the player who places the second trace in each sector, so good timing may reap a small reward. Watch out for occasions where you may be able to place 2 tokens in the same sector. Focus on developing the scanning technology, and you will later be able to scan Earth or one of its adjacent sectors, scan Mercury's sector, scan the sector from a card in your hand, and even launch and move a probe at the same time. With all of these technologies available to you, you should easily be able to compete and win the majorities in each sector of the board, which will reward you with the pink life traces. Scan as often as you can, but also you will need to use the data from your computer once it's full to make sure that you're benefiting from the blue life traces as well. This combination can be even more complex than the last strategy, but could have very high rewards if executed well. So those were 3 introductory strategies to help you get started with SETI. But there's so much more to discover, which we'll come back to in another video. There are dozens of multi-use cards, which provide powerful actions or combinations of the actions you can take normally, and playing these at the right time can give you just the right boost when you need it. And needless to say, there are strategies we still need to explore when dealing with the alien life we discovered too. I'd love to hear what other strategies or areas you have focused on. But for now, keep your eyes on the skies.